redheads and admirers of red hair. This is Andy, co-administrator of Redhead World, the best redhead social network. And today we're kicking off our video series in Redhead News with a rather exciting interview. And today on the phone with me I have Richard Simpson, the creator of the Great British Redhead Festival. So how are you doing today, Richard?
Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. A bit cold here, but there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's warming up a bit here. But could you tell me a little bit, an introduction to what to expect at the festival?
Yeah, what we're doing is it all just started off as a bit of a joke, really. A couple of months ago, we thought somebody else did it in Holland, which I think you know about. So they don't have any redheads in Holland; they're all here. So we thought we should have a British one. So I live in a place called Morley, which is near Leeds. We have a big Irish population here and things like that. We're fairly close to Scotland, and it's virtually in the centre of the country. So we thought we'd have it here, and so I just started up a Facebook group, just a bit of a joke, and then the local paper interviewed me, and then that got passed on to the regional paper, and then it got passed on to the BBC, and it kind of took off in about 2 weeks, and it became very popular. So what started as a joke 2 weeks later was like a serious going concern. So we've been setting it up ever since.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So just something really kind of serendipitously just happened like that. So have you been to the festival Road Dog over in the Netherlands?
No, I haven't. But what I do know is I've got more people on my Facebook site than he has on his. So there you go.
Yeah, well, I think it'll be a great alternative, for people who can't make it over there, and just.
Well, his has been going for 5 years. I mean, we're just starting out here. I think I forget what his name is now. I can never pronounce these Dutch names.
Oh, Bart Roonhorst, yeah.
Sorry?
Bart Roonhorst.
Oh. Yeah. Mr. Smith. Right. Okay. He was. His is a little bit more. It's a bit more arty, isn't it? Where he's got colour codes and all this kind of dress codes and all this kind of thing. Ours isn't as serious as that. I've stolen quite a few of his ideas, but I'll always credit the art his ideas. So we're going to have a big photo, and we're going to have the picnic and all this kind of stuff. But there's no dress codes. It's a bit more lightweight. There's probably a bit more drinking hours. We're going to have a ginger derby down the middle of the high street. I don't know if you know what the derby is. It's a very famous English race that's run in June. But we're going to do that on hobby horses, all these space hoppers. We're going to have this thing called the Parrot Loop Band, which is a local band. In Yorkshire, we've got a lot of these brass bands. And the Parrot Loop Band was very famous between the wars. And what it was, all the poor mill workers around here who couldn't afford musical instruments used to make up their own instruments and perform fetes and garden parties and things like that. And it was like a comedy show. And they became very good at it, very famous. They probably made more money from doing that than working in the mills. So we thought we'd start that up again. So we're going to ask everybody who comes to bring a homemade instrument, even if it's a couple of tin cans. They're going to learn 3 tunes. I think one's The Entertainer. Another one is We Will Rock You by Queen. They'll play these tunes, or whatever it amounts to playing, and the one with the best instrument will win a cup and a few other prizes and things like that. And we've got a few other things going on. We've got a ginger art show here where somebody's donated some money, and we've got an art show for the local kids around here. They can enter a piece of art. It's called Ginger Ninja. That's the theme, because one of the people who's contributed to the prize is one called Sue Rayner, who wrote some very well-known children's books called Ginger Ninja. And they'll get £100. I'm not sure what that is in dollars at the moment, for the first prize, and it'll be presented by the Secretary of State for Schools. He's going to come up from London and present that. So we're quite honoured by his presence. So he's nice. And various other things seem to be going on. The more it goes in the paper, the more we've got people coming in every day. We've got a guy called Glyn Watkins who's now going to do a talk about red-headed footballers, or soccer players as you call them over there, in this country, and he also organises the British Hat Throwing Championship and writes a lot about beer, and drinks a lot of beer as well, in fact. So, yeah, we've got various little things going on. So it's all becoming a bit anarchic, actually. So
yeah, kind of controlled chaos, yeah.
Well, that's the idea. I'm not a control freak. I mean, I've been criticised for not planning it properly, but I mean, it felt like it's grown organically, you know. If people want to do something, they can come and do it. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it.
And so you're going to have a picnic lunchtime Saturday, right?
Well, we're going to have a picnic, yeah, because we've got various things. We've got the Mayor's Welcome about 10:30. Then we've got this ginger derby down the high street. Then we've got the Parrot Newt Band thing. Then we've got the presentation of the ginger art, a talk by Glyn. So, but we're going to have a bit of a lunch break in the middle of that before. We're going to do the mass Redhead photo in the afternoon about 3 o'clock outside the town hall. On the steps of the town hall, you see in Morley, we've got one of the best town halls in the country. It's architecturally, it's absolutely beautiful. And the council have let me hijack the town hall for the day, and we'll have everybody up on the town hall there for the photograph. Yeah, and in between that, we'll just have a picnic where everybody can just chill out for an hour or so. We've got a beautiful park here, Scatcherd Park, and everybody can go there. Morley's only a very small place, you see, so yeah, it's easy to find your way around, and everybody can go in the park and just have a sit down for a while, because we'll have been on the go for about 2 or 3 hours, and it'll probably be a bit active. So
yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
It definitely sounds great. Yeah, I wish I could make it. So, kind of like a bring your own food sort of thing, or are there any like counter service restaurants?
Yeah, bring their own food, or I mean, just down the side of the park here, we have a lot of shops here. I don't know what kind of food you have across here, but we have rows of kebab shops and things like that. If you have kebabs there, we have kebab shops, Indian takeaways, things like that. So people can just bring what they want, or they can go to the supermarket and just go in the park. So. Yeah, it's just a bit of a chill-out area. And then after the photograph, we've got one of the clubs opening up here, Stush, and they're going to take things on from 4 o'clock. So, you know, a bit of a chill-out thing. They've got a DJ in there and things like that, so people can relax. Or they can go into Leeds, which is next door, and do a bit of clubbing. Then on the next day, we're in partnership. We're sponsoring a charity. We've nominated a charity, which is the Lord Mayor of Leeds 2010 appeal, which benefits riding for the disabled, a creation thing for the homeless, and the Samaritans. And so we've got into partnership with them, and they've got an event on the Sunday, which is by one of the local stately homes. Normally you'd have to pay about £10 to get in there, but it's actually free. So people can go along there, they can take part in a sponsored walk, or they can just go play on the stalls and have a look around the stately home as well. So that's now in partnership with Gingerfest. So it's the entire weekend.
Yeah, make a whole weekend out of it. Yeah, it sounds great. Yeah.
A whole weekend, because if people are travelling from all over the country, you know, you've got to give them something to do as well. And it's just a nice little extra thing for them. And as I said, that came on 2 weeks ago. As I said, none of this is planned. It's just as we go along, bits get added on. So maybe next year we'll plan it a bit better, but this year it seems to be working very well without planning it too much.